With many recipes out there on how to make chapatis, I still believe that the simpler the recipe, the better the results. Guys, this video is all about chapati and the art of making soft chapati. I always start by oiling my all-purpose flour, and I have used 3 cups of that, added 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. You can use ghee to get even better results, or even you can use margarine. To that I added salt and sugar to taste. You can adjust this depending on what you'd like to achieve. I always prefer to use warm water or warm milk, but if you've got cold water, it also works. And if you prefer working with cold water, then that's okay. I just went ahead, added a small amount of water. In total, I used 1 cup of water for the 3 cups of flour. So I was just adding the water gradually, like you can see here. And guys, I have done this countless times and I always get the best results. I always get soft chapatis, and the idea is to get a sticky dough like you see here. And when the dough is this sticky, please do not be tempted to add any all-purpose flour. Just add oil gradually and continue kneading. Guys, the more you knead, the better your flour stretches, your dough stretches, and the better the results. The purpose of kneading is to activate the gluten in the wheat flour, and this makes the chapatis stretch better when you are rolling. You can see after kneading and kneading for close to 15 minutes, this is what I ended up getting. And this is the motion that I prefer to use when kneading. Just push and stretch the dough. And to know that the dough is ready, just place a finger on it and it should bounce right back after that. The next tip is to always rest your dough. Leave your dough to rest for like 30 minutes before moving on to the next step. Just look at that dough, looking so beautiful, so soft. That is what we were looking to achieve. The next step is to cut the dough into small balls like you can see here, and you're going to cut them to be the size that you prefer. If you like your chapatis to be thick or to be thin, you can adjust that. I got 6 large balls from that, and after that we're just going to take 1 ball at a time, spread enough flour to it, and then you're going to roll it out like you can see here, and then apply a small amount of cooking oil. You can use ghee like I have said to do this step, and you're going to get amazing results. And this is how I like to roll my chapatis. Like you can see here, it is self-explanatory. Guys, this is easy and anyone can do this. The purpose of making this video is to show you that you can make chapati regardless of your experience, depending as long as you are determined to do the work. And just like I mentioned when I started this video, there are very many ways also to roll the chapatis. Like you can see, this is just one of the ways that I prefer to use, but I'm sure there are so many out there. Please choose the one that works for you and go with that. So you're just going to take your balls and roll them out, and then you're going to apply a small amount of oil on the rolled out balls, just to make sure that it doesn't develop a crust. And that is how my chapati balls were looking like at this point. On to the next step, you're just going to take 1 ball at a time, roll it out carefully to make sure that you do not ruin the layers, and you're just going to spread it out to a circle or close to a circle, like you can see on the video. And I believe this is self-explanatory at this point. Guys, you can see there's no shortcut to getting soft chapati. You have to knead the dough, you have to roll it out, you have to spread, to apply the oil. I don't know of any shortcuts, but if you do, please let me know. The next tip is to always use a hot pan, and I prefer these thick juakali pans. They always do the job for me. And once you see the chapati has formed some bubbles, turn it to the other side like you can see. Once you see it's whitish, cook it for another less than a minute and then put it aside. And you're just going to do this step for all the other chapatis. Put them aside before going in with your cooking oil. I prefer to use cooking fat for chapatis, but if you like to use cooking oil, by all means you can do that. So take 1 chapati at a time, and you're going to cook this on very high flame. Do not let your chapatis stay on the pan for long, otherwise they're just going to dry out and be like, so they can be unedible, so dry. But then you just cook them as fast as you can. When the heat is high, turn to the other side, ensure that it is dark brown. This video shows like it's whitish, but I assure you it was very lovely color. And then you're just going to repeat that same process to all the chapatis, guys. And like you've seen, This video is straightforward. The recipe is simple. I have done it. Even I have uploaded so many different chapati recipes on this channel. I'm sure you can look out. And I use the same recipe and I always get amazing results. Like you can see, the chapatis were looking so amazing at this point, and it took me less than an hour to make them, and this is the final output. Guys, these chapatis were looking so good. Now this is the same chapati but on natural lighting. You can see how it looks, very lovely, so soft. So the layers are perfect and they were so good. Thank you for watching.